on Netflix, Clickbait. Have you checked that one out?
I haven't checked it out. I've seen it in the menus though.
Yep. So yeah, it's a drama series starring Adrian Grenier, now streaming on Netflix, as I mentioned. And he plays a character called Nick Brewer, who's this family man who suddenly goes missing. And after a short period of time, his family are all looking for him, and his sister discovers a video of him on the internet where he's being sort of held hostage in this room, and he has a sign that says, "I abuse women, and at 5 million views, I die." So this is like, it's kind of like the, what's that website called where it's just like Live Leak, where it's all
Yeah,
the
yeah,
hectic videos, and it's basically, yeah, they're live streaming him in this room, and when it hits 5 million, they're going to kill him. So it then becomes this like manic chase to try and discover where he is and who's taken him. And instead of like following the whole cast at once, it kind of, each episode drills down and focuses on a single person connected to him. So the first episode is obviously his sister, and then it goes to his wife, and then his kids, and people that he works with, and the reporters and the investigators, and just like goes through their lives and tries to link, like, maybe it was this person. And I think that's the most interesting part of the show, because each episode makes you think, oh, this person did it, and then at the end it'll give you a reason why they didn't. So, like, the whole
okay.
time you're kind of like thinking, oh, maybe it's this person, and it's giving you all these clues to suggest that, yeah, it probably is this person, and then all of a sudden it's like, no, just tricking you, not actually
Yeah,
this
I
person.
enjoy those stories where they decide to tell the story. Like instead of making a really long, thin story, they try and tell it with a lot of depth.
Yep, yeah, and like it comes at it from different angles too. So like
Yeah,
each episode feels fresh because it's telling a similar story but in a new way. So that was cool. And it sort of, overall, the whole show kind of deals with the dangers of online dating and catfishing and the craziness of viral videos. How quickly, like, it starts off when his sister finds a video, it's only on like 50,000 plays or something, and then by the end of the day, it's up over 200,000, just because it starts getting shared around, and then more and more people get it, and it just exponentially increases the speed at which it's hitting millions of plays,
yeah,
which is scary. Like, how
it is.
quickly things can just go whoop off the charts.
Yeah, we were talking about the other day. Do you remember the egg on Instagram?
Sort
It
of.
was just a photo of an egg, and
Yep.
then all of a sudden it started getting all these followers, and then just once it hit a certain amount of people, it just snowballed. And so I think we looked at it the other day, and we could have just randomly started talking about it, but I think it still has like over 5 million followers on Instagram. It's an egg. Like anything can go viral.
Yeah, like, it just takes a couple of people talking about it, and then all of a sudden it just goes mental. It's crazy.
Yeah,
And obviously, when it's a situation like this where at 5 million views the person dies, that's going to go through the roof quickly, because it's going to be people checking in to see, like, is this real? Like, and then it just, the word of mouth gets out there and just goes off the charts.
yeah,
And so over the course of the 8 episodes, like, there are a couple of episodes that are a bit like thin, and you're like, how is this sort of connected? And they probably could have been cut, and we could have sort of had one or two where, instead of giving an individual just one episode, we gave them two to kind of just dig a little bit deeper into the connections and story there. So there were a couple of elements that I would have changed. Some of the acting isn't incredible. There's some points where it's like, oh, this feels very low budget. And it's set in Oakland, California, but primarily shot in and around Melbourne, which was
that's cool.
interesting. You sort of pick up on bits and pieces. It's not like the center of Melbourne. Like, you don't really see Fed Square or anything, but you just like see some of the signs, and you're like, that looks kind of more Australian than an American
Yeah,
sign, and things like that.
car just drives down the wrong side of the road.
Yeah, I don't think that happens, but yeah,
Better
you
production
just,
value than that.
yeah, I think that they paid a little bit of attention. And obviously, it got like this show kind of went viral in itself. It was the most viewed Netflix show for 3 straight weeks.
Wow.
It was the most watched Netflix show in the US and UK in September. It's the fourth biggest show they've had globally. And I think the only show that kind of has gone more viral more quickly on Netflix has been Squid Game.